everybody.
What's up, everybody? Happy holidays.
It's the holidays. I'm so excited. My favorite holiday out of the year is Christmas time, okay? Family comes over, friends come over. I mean, it's just the best holiday ever, isn't it?
No, it is, but the stores are packed, and I'm sure you know.
Oh my gosh.
And
But that's a part of it. We go out last minute shopping, we're fighting the crowds. It's all one. Yeah. Great dinner, people you haven't seen in a while. So it's a lot. It's a lot going on. It's a joyous time, but that doesn't mean work stops. So today we're going to talk about Jaguar Wright. Now, hopefully, the second half, I'm having someone come in and explain exactly what is going on. Look at all the Merry Christmases there. Happy holidays. I live my whole life for this one holiday. We have presents, and you should see our house. I'm not playing the house again, but the previous seasons when we show the house, I have 3 Christmas trees, lights everywhere, outside, the whole block is lit up. I love it. So Merry Christmas. Hi, Toria. Thank you guys for being hi, LeVar. Everybody that's been riding with us all year. It's been the best. Anyway, let's get to this Jaguar Wright story really quick. Jaguar Wright, to us, is almost back to where she was putting her son's ashes on her face.
Right.
We know that she's not well. Jaguar Wright is not well. And she's, for some reason, a lot of bloggers aren't messing with her anymore, because when she gets like this, she'll say anything just to be on camera. She'll say anything for attention. She doesn't care if it's truth or a lie. She doesn't care if it gets her back in jail. She just doesn't. And I'm going to say maybe these other bloggers don't know who she is, and that's why they've got her on, or exploiting her, one or the other, or exploiting her. We remember Jaguar Wright, what she did to her child. We remember Jaguar Wright, what she did to her mother. We remember Jaguar Wright walking up in the police station causing havoc. Those are that guy that she's over there on his channel now, the Sean what's his name? Whatever, on that other channel over there right now, he's exploiting her. He knows by now something's wrong. He knows something's wrong. He doesn't care because he's a criminal. He said it. He's only been in jail. I still haven't seen his records about him going to jail. I think that's why he's acting the way that he's acting, because he knows he didn't go to prison. He could doctor any other kind of documents, but you cannot doctor government documents. But I want you guys to remember why I'm doing this, and how she just scarred her children. Let's just go back. Let's go back.
Too much love is what turned my mother into the demoness that her persona is now. All of the wrongdoings that she has done, the abuse, whipping me with an extension cord for trying to vent out her frustration for her father dying, the manipulation, trying to turn me against my own family, trying to put my grandmother Tina into a troubling situation with the cops in Plymouth meeting, trying to get me down to her. The crimes she has committed, from simple misdemeanors to being on a wanted list in Grand Prairie. The horrid physical abuse and ruthless fear she inflicted upon my brother. The awful elder abuse she put Grandma Frances through, especially in that one call that I heard when my Aunt Lachelle wanted Frances to speak to Mom before she died, and in Jaguar's bitter hatred, referred to her elder sister and her mother as a bitch, that most certainly broke her heart. That is all the insidious things that she is now. And as far as things go right now, if she is not stopped, if you are not stopped, mother, if you do not stop running away, stop swimming around in that abyss of yours, looking in that mirror, you will be swallowed by Leviathan, and you will join Lucifer. And in the time of Megiddo, in the Armageddon, me, Giovanni, your mother, your father, your sisters, all of us, we will have to shed tears knowing that you will be abandoned to the fires of Armageddon, to be purged and burned away with the devil and the rest of those swayed by him. I love you as mother to son, but as a person, I could never stand behind a demonic prostitute, especially one who has learned the ways of witchcraft, of seduction, and the vile ways of twisting God's word to your own benefit from those of the cohorts of Samael, the poison of God. And don't even try to stop me in my endeavors. I know what you're going to try and do. You're going to try and bring up the AI thing again. And like I said with Sean Davy Way, I'll say it here now. Those who dare dismiss my words, my brain, my thought, my soul as nothing but an artificial fabrication, see yourself out. Your brain is far too disheveled and withered to engage in this very touching situation.
Listen, he wanted to go on Tasha K. He wanted to tell his side of the story. I don't know how you look at that as a human being, as a mother, as a human, and dismiss this man's pain. He's in pain.
Yeah.
He said she physically hurt him. And that's the first time. The whole interview was about 2 damn hours. Y'all turning this into some kind of game for, oh, yay, we got to not. Here we go.
And this is
You
what I
ready?
was about that, Sharrell.
You ready
Like,
to not? Okay.
when
Hey.
stuff
Hey,
like
first of all,
that
thank you for
interview-
having me. I appreciate you
what's up,
guys.
Danette?
Let me
Hey, check it out.
replay the video for Danat. I'm gonna play this again, and then because this is serious. Jaguar is ill, and she abused her children, and y'all are praising her. She's got the truth. She's the truth. She's the truth. No, she's a shitty, sick human being that put her family through years of torture. This ain't got nothing to do with clicks and views and all of that. So let me play it again for Danat, and we'll start talking about all the shit she did this weekend.
Okay, and I sent you a link to exactly what you need to just nail in the coffin. That video.
Okay.
Send it to me.
Yeah, it's in the private chat.
Too much love is what turned my mother into the demoness that her persona is now. All of the wrongdoings that she has done, the abuse, whipping me with an extension cord for trying to vent out her frustration for her father dying, the manipulation, trying to turn me against my own family, trying to put my grandmother Tina into a troubling situation with the cops in Plymouth meeting, trying to get me down to her, the crimes she has committed, from simple misdemeanors to being on the wanted list in Grand Prairie. the horrid physical abuse and rueful fear she inflicted upon my brother, the awful elder abuse she put Grandma Frances through, especially in that one call that I heard when my Aunt Lachelle wanted Frances to speak to Mom before she died, and in Jaguar's bitter hatred, referred to her elder sister and her mother as a bitch. That most certainly broke her heart. That is all the insidious things that she is now. And as far as things go right now, if she is not stopped, if you are not stopped, Mother, if you do not stop running away, stop swimming around in that abyss of yours, looking in that mirror, you will be swallowed by Leviathan, and you will join Lucifer. And in the time of Megiddo, in the Armageddon, me, Giovanni, your mother, your father, your sisters, all of us, we will have to shed tears knowing that you will be abandoned to the fires of Armageddon, to be purged and burned away with the devil and the rest of those swayed by him. I love you as mother to son, but as a person, I could never stand behind a demonic prostitute, especially one who has learned the ways of witchcraft, of seduction, and the vile ways of twisting God's word to your own benefit from those of the cohorts of Samael, the poison of God. And don't even try to stop me in my endeavors. I know what you're going to try and do. You're going to try and bring up the AI thing again. And like I said with Sean Davy Way, I'll say it here now. Those who dare dismiss my words, my brain, my thought, my soul as nothing but an artificial fabrication, see yourself out. Your brain is far too disheveled and withered to engage in this very touching situation.
Damn.
Wow.
You know, her kid is very well spoken, and maybe he needed to get it off his chest. I mean, because it sound like a whole bunch of years of hurt and disappointment that he just needs to clear and get off his mind. But Jag don't give a damn. Jag is ill, whatever it is. She's a woman that's given up on life. Any woman who can overlook their kids and not give a damn and go out here and do all this has a serious problem. So, I mean, Jag is out there and would do anything. And the kid suffered from missing his brother. You know, it's a lot of shit there. And mother that he never had. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Donna. Let me say this really quick. So listen. So we've known Jag way longer than her audience, but the way that her audience dismiss her son, call him crazy, laugh at his pain is disgusting. And we're trying to bring justice to him and her. She needs to be in somebody's mental ward. What do you think about that, Dana?
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I will say, like, I guess it's because I have to be mature here. I looked at that interview differently. And I was like, you know what? At first I was like, why would, some black people stuff, why would you as a black kid come out and expose your mom like that? But now looking at it, to me, it just felt like that was healing and rejuvenating to him. Mind you, he can be a little bit fanatical about like Jaguar Wright. But he said something that actually stood out. He said that Jaguar Wright tried to claim that him speaking his truth that was delivered to Sean David Way was AI. The same way she's saying.
You caught that. That's why I was going to say that. Yeah. Your own child is calling you a liar. And when you hear things that you don't want to hear, like the tape, the original tape that you said Jay-Z argued, then you always go to your backup, AI.
Yeah. Damn.
Can y'all imagine? You know the family, right, Denat? You know the family.
Yeah, I've spoken to both of the nieces, the nephew. I've spoken to the sister. I've spoken to the mother twice. I've spoken to friends that are close and that were her, like Nicole. She was her friend, and then she's friends with the family now. You know how that goes. But yeah, and the cousin came up and said he believed that Jag is off, and she just wants to be unalived by cop. And I was like, what?
Damn.
And even the husband, Goomba, and I want to apologize to him. The first thing he told me, he said, do not connect to Jag. You're too genuine. She's only going to hurt you and use you and abuse you and throw you away. He told me that before, when she was in jail, before I even met her. That's what he told me about her.
And you know what's crazy, though? It's the simple things that we overlook. And after you just said that, when she threw her own kids away, we shouldn't have never gave her a benefit of the doubt. But I did. You did. A lot of people did. You know what I'm saying? And it is crazy when you overlook that, because go back to the basic facts. A woman who don't give a damn about their kids can never care about nobody else. Or a man. Same
I'll
thing.
drop the link a little later, okay, you guys? Keep going. Denat, so this weekend, Perry was watching your show.
Thank you.
And let me tell you how I started out talking about Sean Atwood. He came on my show. I was just listening to what he had to say. And in the middle of him saying something, someone ding, like, this don't sound right. You know, like everybody knows when you go to prison, you are automatically, not jail, prison, split up. You got to go with your race. You mixed, you look black, get over there with the blacks. I mean, if you put with the white, you have to be 100% Caucasian. So he was saying stories that didn't make sense. He said Maricopa County was the toughest prison in the United States. And I'm like, it's a jail. So I just really started, like, I just wanted to see if he, you know, how you start talking too fast and you missaid a word or something. Could not find any evidence. He wants to concentrate on, oh, you said you met Sammy, even though he said in his letter that I met Sammy. You're not talking about what prison are you from? So then when I seen them interviewing all the liars, and then the final straw was Jag, I said, no, he has no good intentions. So I started, and I didn't know that you were doing it at first either.
Well, I would say I actually owe you an apology. I would say that
okay. We're fine. Let's talk behind later. So I didn't know that you were fine, but I'm glad when I found out that you did, because I thought I was the only one. Like, what is going on? So this weekend you were talking. Carrie came on your show, and all kind of shit went down. There are other. She's out. She skipped bond.
She has 2 warrants. I think she was supposed to be in court sometimes this week soon, if not today. I don't know where she's at.
She's over at the other guy's channel right now.
Oh yeah, I know, but we're not talking about, like, this is why Jag has a problem. Sharrell, when you log out, you got a family, you got gifts, you got the whole neighborhood, you got the whole block. Jag's life is on YouTube, so it doesn't matter if she's locked up. If she can get a cell phone in jail, she's gonna be on YouTube. Like, she's very institutionalized and has given up on life to the most detrimental extent. Last time I seen Jaguar Wright. Now y'all, you know, Lamert Park. I seen her purchasing white substance,
right?
And you know, I was filming certain things, and certain things was happening, and because I wanted to protect her, I didn't film that. I didn't film the dude sitting in the wheelchair with a catheter on, groping her. I didn't film none of that because I didn't want to export her.
Hold on. So her son says she's a prostitute. Her own. We did not say that. Her own son says this. Do you believe that? I mean, because he looked.
Well, the thing that I realized about Jag is looking for love in all the wrong places. She don't love herself. And so if anybody's going to give her attention, or if anybody has something or can get her to where she's going, she, like any woman, she's gonna use sexuality, she's gonna use these things, and this is how she get into all of these relationships and tell these people she loved them and she want to marry them because she's so codependent.
Oh wow, that's
Damn.
wow. Yeah. All right. So let me, Pierre. You have anything to say to that before I ask him another question?
No. I mean, I was gonna say is about this, like Jag and damn, I don't even know if I want to say his name to give
Just say him, because I forget his name too.
Yeah.
Oh, Dusty.
him. Yeah, I mean, basically, what they are. No.
You're talking about the other blogger
Across the pond.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the guy with the
Sean Atwood. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
You know, like basically what they are two con artists, right? Wanting to be cult leaders that's doing it under this thing called justice, where they play on people who seeking justice and they jump in.
Yeah.
They feed them everything they want to hear. Yeah, we out here and we understand people won't listen to you, but I'm gonna fight for you. And that what pissed me off. It was never about, dude, this guy, I seen him exploiting the black community. I'm like, whatever, you know.
If you want to go over there, go ahead.
Do what you got to do. But he would come across, I'm like, damn, this guy's trying to take down black men and hell bent on it. Now, if he believed it, it was one thing. But once the 13-year-old came out and dismantled her own story, they came on and he had some whack ass psychic on there, right? She was whack as fuck. Trying to like, oh, well, she was artistic and you lose your memory. They was coming up 1,001 excuses, but they didn't give the black male not one excuse.
And Perry, I'd even go even further. Sean Atwood himself, as the owner of the channel, he made a video by himself. That's the same video where he threatened to knock out our channels and stuff and send his little army over. By the way, that's called platform manipulation, brigading. It is a part of harassment and bullying tactics where you send people to report people's channel. You can be taken down for that. Just want to say that.
I'll just say it's called mass flagging. You better stop doing that, because if I get tired of you, I'm gonna have to report it. It's crazy. You can't do that. What's wrong with him?
Exactly.
He's like this. He's like, Sharrell. She doesn't even do. What's the name?
Yeah.
Send me the book. You just wrote a sincere letter to me saying, I just confirmed that you talked to Sammy. And he's all over the place. And then there's that video.
Yeah.
And that makes matters worse, because I don't know his history, but I know Jag, and I'm thinking she suffers from mental health. But then when you add drugs to that,
it just amplifies.
Yeah. And I say the irony of me mentioning that video, besides obviously that, that's the day that J-Lo was added and people were talking about her. He jumped out the window for J-Lo, said that this is not true. I can't believe it. There's no proof of it. There's no evidence. People are just trying to tear down J-Lo. And the irony of it is that she's not a black man.
Right.
You could have said the same sentiments, no evidence, lack of this and that with Diddy and Jay-Z, but you didn't do that. Nope. You pushed it, and rather you said it or sat there and smiled and agreed with it. Is your platform. So everything Jaguar Wright said is what you say and mean.
And then he bring these black people on his show, because I ain't gonna spend the whole day talking about it. He bring the black people on, pay them, so they can say the things he truly want to say, right, as a white man. So I'm not gonna say it out. Oh, hi Jag, how you doing? Did you get your Cash App? And can you go ahead and say the things I really like to say myself as a white man?
I mean, I know that was angers you the most. Yeah. But what bothers me the most is the kids. You, I guess, had a falling out with your son that passed away. The one that's left behind, he's very angry, says that his childhood was hell. I don't understand why people would dismiss that as if he's not talking. If you see a child hurting, isn't it human nature to help them? But Jack's people, they laugh, they call him crazy. It is nothing worse than when you're in pain and all the adults around you don't do shit, don't give a damn. What's up with her audience. How could they laugh at Sam?
Well, you got to understand something about Jaguar Wright's artists, and I'm not gonna lie, I watch you guys all the time. If I'm talking crap about you, times out of 10, I'm watching you.
Okay,
I'm sorry, but anyways,
you're fine. You're good.
So I realized that Jag's audience, the core of it is women that has been through SA and trauma and probably has spoken up about it to their family or their abuser, and because they don't get attention and get ostracized. Remember, think about Legina Go when she came in here and talked about R. Kelly and Aaliyah's her mother, and her family came through and said she was Baker acted because she basically was SA'd by the Hispanic people and her father didn't do anything. Everybody shut her out. And then when she went to the internet and said that Aaliyah and R. Kelly was hers and that these people trafficked her and all that, she was telling her story, mixing it with popular people where she can get the attention that she wanted and desired. And so a lot of people have, especially in the Black community, we don't get therapy. A lot of us have had kids by men that raped them, SA'd them, and so forth. And so they disown their kids, especially their sons. So her audience is a reflection of the worst parts of Black America, and people don't understand that. And I'm not saying the people that support her are the worst people, but what you're resonating with on a psychosis level is the worst trauma bonding shit that you can ever think about. And she has that in a bag. It's really not about her. It's about her audience feeling validated through her and looking at her flight to maintain her lie and to be a strong Black woman and stand on her truth. That's what it is. It's not even about her.
Let me say this. I'm a woman. Being violated is the worst thing that could ever happen to a woman. Ever. Your whole life. It's the worst thing that ever can happen to you. And it changes who you are and it puts you on a different path that you wanted to go. I understand where they're coming from. We don't want no women violate. No person, men, women, it doesn't matter, to be violated. But y'all focusing in on the wrong thing. Y'all think that she's your savior and she's exploiting you. And she knows that. Every time she gets up there and puts her little cash app, I have no cash app strolling at the bottom. Every time she puts her she's exploiting you. And shame on you, Jag, for taking advantage of women in their weakest moments.
And I would say this too. I mean, because sometimes people do get it twisted. How can you treat Jag like this? The people who support her. And sometimes I get angry because they don't see it, but they're hurt. They want to believe that Jag is looking out to save them. So to these people, I apologize. It's not like that. I'm just saying, start doing a little bit more research on it, because she's like a crooked preacher, a backyard pastor. You know what I'm saying?
Perry, stop. You got to really talk to her audience. Really tell them, like, y'all don't see it yet. And we understand y'all don't see it yet. We understand the pain. I understand the pain. Y'all don't know how much I understand the pain. But Jag, and another thing
you said something else that needs to, it's like peeling back a layer onion. You said that when women are SA, it send them on a trajectory, a perception of reality that they didn't anticipate because of the trauma. And now they got to cope and deal with this false reality that they created to ignore what actually happened to them. And Jag supplements that. She gives them nostalgia for standing up and being strong women. Since it happened to her, it can happen to us. It's brain, like, come on. Anyways, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Jaguar, wrong. She's a victim that became a victimizer.
Right.
Go ahead, Perry.
And even with Jag, as much as I might come on here and get angry because we all do it, I feel bad for her. And I know, I mean, it's no excuse for her to do the things she do. She's a woman who didn't, for whatever reason, illness or something happened to her, that wasn't able to be a mother, a wife.
That's real hard for me to deal with. That boy was in pain.
And the fact that he connect, like, you got to understand, he's the last. Jag had a total of 9 children. Did you guys know that?
Wait, what?
What? Jag has had a total of 9 children.
Wait. Huh? Okay, hold on.
See, yeah. Yeah.
Wait, how many? Where are they?
Stillbirths, infant deaths, all of this other stuff. Yes.
More trauma.
Wow.
It's alleged that Jag sacrificed her kids
Wow.
and
Well,
blaming it on Jay-Z and them. So 9 kids and only 1 left. It's a shame that your last child left can only correlate and coexist and feel like he's validated by through his ancestors, his siblings that are no longer here, because he's tired of fighting and yearning for a connection with you. I had her whole family on my platform. She told them she wished they was dead. What you don't know is Jaguar Wright sold her mama's soul too. The day her mother died is the day Real Life Street Stars premiered a video, and she said specifically she wishes that her mother was gone.
I remember.
And not a problem to her.
wow. I mean, that's a bad case of mental illness, bad drug stuff. But you know, for the victims and you know, for the people who keep thinking, yeah, Jag's a victim. Yes, and she need help. We're saying that could be true, but now she shouldn't be a victimizer doing it to other people, because she's giving them false hope and then just leading them, basically just sucking up their money. They already got things that happen to them in their life. Now you got this person that's coming along that's supposed to be this strong voice for you, when she's only just filling her pockets up with cash apps and things like that, right? And these people deserve more, and Jag just ain't the person to do it. And what you can sort of do sometimes, even with churches, if you got a preacher who ain't, you know, reading from the Bible, question them about the Bible. It's okay to ask questions, because it's real easy for them to say, how come you guys don't like Jag? That's a question. Ask her words to proof to all these things. And if she was so strong, why haven't you did anything to find justice for yourself? Sometimes if you don't love, you can't love others unless you love yourself. So maybe Jag should be the one on the stand getting justice for Jag first. Then you go out there and help other people. Every day she'll come and say, I got 5 more new victims that I'm supporting and taking care of. How, Jag? The question is simple. HOW, how? If you ain't getting justice for them and you just fill in your pockets, you just as bad as the person who victimized those people.
Yeah.
So last night, Donat, you had somebody on your panel who said that they rode with Jag so hard that they put their name on her bond. Can you explain that?
That is OG Produce. She's highlighted on your screen right now.
Oh, no, that's her?
That is her.
Okay, I'm gonna take calls. You gotta come up. Go ahead. What happened?
And you know, she put her name on the bond, Genesis, other people. The thing about it with Jag, and they can speak to their own experience. I think Jag has and I want to let the people know we don't hate Jag. We just can't do nothing for Jag no more. You know, Jag has a presence that's commanding. When I was managing her, Jag would call me 3 o'clock in the morning, and without thinking about it, I would jump up. What's going on? Are you safe? Are you okay? So that shows you how much, and I'm pretty sure y'all have similar experiences with her, and multiple people do. Jag is like the Tukey Williams of YouTube. She's misappropriated her gift to do harm in our community. And we as Black people are trying to hold her accountable. And instead of her, she's such a narcissist. Instead of her wanting to be held accountable, she's running to the opposition and doing harm to our community and trying to represent all of us when we're telling y'all that, no, this is somebody that we've tried to help. Waking up 3 o'clock in the morning, what's going on? Sending Jag money, buying her Ubers, food. Jag is in the ring, and I'm, sending Ubers. Y'all don't know the ins and the outs of how I'm pretty sure Sharrell and Perry can tell you similar things.
Yeah.
Y'all felt responsible for Jag. And at what point in time do we have to feel responsible for a grown person? And Jag is so powerful. Her energy is powerful enough to make you feel like you're responsible for her.
Because she's a con artist. That's what she does. Because I know a blogger that gave Jag $1,000 cash to help you out, and you turned around and shitted on her. I want to talk. Do you have anything to say? I want to talk about this video that Donat made about an hour ago.
No.
I actually look in the private chat.
I got it.
Go to around like the 20-minute mark, and it's like that's a mic drop. There's no AI, no nothing. And the fact that she, and
this
she would have to challenge.
Here?
Yes, she would have to challenge Terrence Gangster Williams, who took 30 bodies and was neighbors and grew up with Birdman, and he actually had an intimate relationship with her and was her handler.
This man right here?
Yes, he had an intimate relationship with her before Wolfgang came in the picture. So between Big Sippy Cup and Wolfgang was him. And he's, slayed her and stuff. And this is where she's gonna basically say strikingly similar allegations as about Jay-Z allegedly harming her, she did on Storm and Rose platform. The only difference in this one is she's acting like Silly from Color Purple. Watch it.
Okay, so she made a video with AT2, said that Jay-Z R'd her, and now this is she's gonna say the same thing in this one.
Yes, it was the Storm and Rose video. I think AT2 played Storm and Rose clip in his video. Now, this, if you look at it, these are the same clothes in the same hotel room. So this is the same day or around the same time. She wear the same outfit for about a week straight. So, so go to about the 20-minute mark, and she's gonna boom. There's no AI, no doctrine.
I'm gonna stop at the 19th. Is that okay?
Okay, perfect.
Okay, let's get started.
And I think I get up. I got the letters.
What letters?
PTSD, bipolar, those letters that get you off crimes.
Got you.
For your mental health.
Got you. So you got any new beef going on the social media site?
A lot of people got a problem with me. I got one problem I'm trying to worry about. His name is Sean Carter.
What's up with you? What's up with Jigga?
And his wife. Every thing that they do. I don't you.
Jack.
With you.
Jack, you feel like
you look dumb
she hiding
right
in
now,
the Kuda Brown.
Yeah, you can tell she's high.
I got a million trillion things I'd rather do than to be with Sean Carter. You little stupid. I don't give a I don't give a I don't give a I don't give a about you or anything that you did.
you out for Sean Carter. Easy.
Be out for everybody else. Be out for him.
Have you been in a party with Sean Carter? With Jigga?
I've done more than that. A lot more than that.
She's higher than a kite. It's high.
Here it is.
Anything else you want to talk about, Jag? Because it seemed like it's something there with you and the Jay-Z, but you don't want to open up.
You don't want to hear it.
Yeah, I do. That's what I'm asking. I want to hear it. Huh?
You looking for a beef? Because anything I got to tell you is only going to make you mad.
All right, let me hear it. Let's go.
I know exactly how Cassie feels. I know exactly how long it took her to recover. Is that kicked me the same way he kicked her? Choked
There you
me
go.
the same way he choked. Diddy choked her. They the same person.
So she just said that he did to her what Diddy did to Cassie?
Yes.
Oh my God, Jag.
Specifically Sean Carter. So there, is she gonna say this is AI? She said her son was AI. She said Storm Monroe was AI. Y'all gonna believe this is AI too?
She's high. She's higher than a kite. She's high. She's high. She's carrying on with the story. She's flirting with him. She's being all womany. You don't like. Look how she laying on the bed. This is just.
Nobody said she need her medicine ASAP.
I'm gonna drop the link, you guys, so you can come up because I want to hear the girl that put her name on Jaguar's bond. Like, girl, I want to hear why. How do you get to that? I mean, it's sad, and all we're trying to do is get Jag at this point some help.
Some help.
That's it. We don't hate her. She like Jag was still your energy. We are reclaiming our time to get you the help you need because we have failed. Only the system can help you in the pills.
Yeah. We got to stop enabling her to do these things. And at this point, you know, at first I thought it was all just a thing for attention. But no, certain things, the kids' ashes, maybe
Yeah, because when she goes into an airport and starts screaming, and people are gonna say, well, where was her family? She ain't got enough. They're all mad at her. Where was her friends? We're trying to help. Jag needs to be under some kind of medical care. She needs medicine. She needs not to be paid to bring on your show so I can exploit you.
Right.
She needs help.
You know her warrants in her open cases when she called the VA and threatened to blow them up when she was going through with her husband. That's what her case is for. They actually offered her a long-term medical facility, I think 6 months, and she refused and said, let's take it to trial. And
well, why won't she get help tonight?
Listen, that's the issue in our community. If we can learn one lesson from this is that please go get therapy before it's too late. I think that's the lesson. Like I troll and I laugh a lot, but if you really pay attention, I be really trying to bring lessons for our people. And it's not cool for other people to exploit us and to derail our messages. Everybody that support Jag, go get therapy if you know you support her for all the wrong reasons. Don't believe all of this. Don't let nobody run a play to make you believe that it's okay for you not to get therapy.
Better. Why don't we get therapy, Perry? We just don't do it. I hit the wrong button.
I mean,
somebody said to not be nice to AT2. I don't hate AT2. I'm cool on AT2.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I don't know. I think people hate to look at themselves as having an issue that they can't solve themselves. Yeah, and then in the meanwhile, while they going through it, battling it, these kind of people normally turn to some kind of substance or something to, you know, balance them out. And as long as they got that, they feel fine. You know, I mean, that's what I think. I ain't no damn psychiatrist or nothing, but that's why I can think that people don't get it because people don't want that label on them. If I go to a psychiatrist and somebody see me coming out, they're gonna say, he crazy. I don't want that crazy label, but that's how our community is.
Well, it's nobody's business. Number one, if it happens, you don't need to sport it like it's a Jordan. What you need to sport is a better attitude, outlook on life, and getting over trauma, healing, and embracing that inner child. That's what it looked like. You don't need to tell anybody. Therapy could be coming from your guidance counselor, principal, or anybody that's presenting themselves as a mentor in your life. Surrounding yourself with positive people. You don't need to sit in the office and say, oh, I got a PhD and I'm going to tell you what's best for you. You don't need that. You need positive people around you, people that are going to tell you the truth. Like nobody that's going to tell you look good and your breath don't stink when you ain't brush your teeth this morning. You need people that's going to tell you your breath stink. And if you got in the world, this is what you're going to get. And I hurt your feeling, but it's out of love and move forward. Jag don't want that.
Empress, are you ready to come up? Somebody said facts. All right, let's see. Can you hear us?
They must have a bad signal because it's dark.
Yeah.
Too.
I'm just gonna have them come up and come again. Anyway, but okay, Perry, you were on his channel last night, and all these people were telling you different stories and stuff like that. This woman, here she's trying to get in. OG Patrice, that's her.
Yes, OG Patrice is who we're speaking about.
I want to hear her story. Yes. It's not connecting. Device does not connect.
OG Patrice, you have to give access to your camera and your microphone in order to get access to the StreamYard.
We're waiting for you to come up. Okay, there she is. Okay. Hi, Patrice. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah. Yes. So last night, Perry was went on Donat's channel, and then he showed me a clip of your video. Your story was quite compelling. I want you to tell me as much as you can from beginning to end. You were good friends with Jag, friends enough to put your name on her bond.
I put my name on her bond as a reference. Yeah, because Jag and I met 4 years ago. I used to live in Vegas. I used to have a radio station there, and that's how Jag and I met, because we knew a lot of the same people in the business, in the entertainment business, people like Albie Shore and stuff like that. So when she first went viral on YouTube, I wanted to interview her like a lot of other people did. So the radio station and we paid for her and Goomba, at the time she was with Goomba, to come to Vegas to do the interview. I paid, put her up in a suite, gave her the meals, the mileage, the drink tickets, everything, kicked it with her.
Do you want to interview me? No, I'm just playing. I mean, you hooking them up. Go ahead.
Yeah, and kicked it with her, and we got real cool, because at that time she was showing me that she was a nice person. And I said, cool. So we became friends, we hang out together. When she came to Vegas, me, her, and Goomba would hang out. Then I moved to Arizona, and she would come to Arizona and we would hang out. Like when that whole bomb car incident, yeah. I was the one that was driving them around. I was the one that took her and Goomba, when they were shopping for the new car, but they ended up getting that Ford Flex. Remember all that situation? So I was the friend that she called when the car blew up situation and asked me to come get her. I left my job and went and got Jag, took her to the place where they towed the vehicle. And of course they wouldn't, let us see the vehicle. We could only see it on a computer screen. So I did all that, drove them around until they got a car and left to go back, headed back to Texas. We hung out a lot here in Arizona because she's friends with people from the group Sister Sledge. I don't know if y'all familiar with them, but most of them live here.
You mean We Are Family?
Uh-huh. Yeah. So yeah, the We Are Family Sisters. Yeah. And so we all hung out and stuff and kicked it and everything. So that was the same night that I guess Jag went live on her TikTok or Instagram or something for kissing a girl in the studio. She was hanging out with them. I wasn't around at this time, but I end up the next day going to her hotel. And that's where I saw that. Then I knew that the story that you and Nosy was telling about her with the white powder was true, because when I walked in the hotel, it was open on the dresser there.
You can vouch for her story, because nobody believed us when we told them she's an addict, she's a drug addict. Nobody believed us.
Mm-hmm. It is true. Yeah, I didn't see her do it, but it was there out in the open, like they had been doing it or was getting ready to do it or whatever. When I got into the hotel room, I am also the friend that extended my friendship beyond that to her mom. And I never met her mom, to her son, Sam Jr., who I still support. I buy his artwork from him and I put it on my office at work. And I try to support the young man because I work in the system. So I work with youth. And Jag is still upset because I do that. So she put out a bunch of lies on me, called me a groomer. I was grooming her son.
Yeah, because you support her son?
Yes. Yeah. She got on that platform with that young lady and said I was grooming her son, that I put some people that scammed her son out of money for his artwork. Just all kind of lies she was telling on me. I gave her a bunch of clothes. Jag called me when the whole Vegas interview happened. That's when she was into it with Toxic Diamond and Tasha K. But of course, she ended up accusing me of trying to have her unalived while she was in Vegas. Now, mind you, if you suspect me of trying to unalive you, would you call me months later and say, hey, I want you to negotiate this contract with me with BB Films in Las Vegas for my podcast? That's what Jag did, because she knew that I'm a good businesswoman. I negotiate contracts. I negotiated her contract with BB Films. all of that situation. Jag sabotaged that because she was so jealous hearted. She was supposed to get people like Lunel on.
I remember
Albie,
that.
yeah, Albie, sure, all these people, and all of these people wanted receipts from Jag that she would not act a fool, or they saw what she was doing on social media, so none of them would come on social media on her platform. So she didn't have a guest. So my ex is an attorney there in Las Vegas doing the Cassie's thing. I said, hey, well, let's get him to come on. He's an attorney, and we'll have the conversation about the Cassie lawsuit. We did that. Jag showed up 2 hours late for her own interview that I had set up. She would just do little just manipulative, cunning, conniving things to sabotage it. She knew that we all were under contract. I negotiated her contract with BB Films. I told them she was homeless. She didn't have anywhere to stay. I told them she would need a ride and security because I knew everything was crazy for her. Her meals, her place to stay, wardrobe, makeup. I did all that for Jag through people I knew in the industry. They all of that was in her contract. She messed up all of that. She sabotaged her own show. She got in there and used them and used my contacts and used us all. Now that folded. That didn't even come to fruition, right? So I think we actually filmed a whole season. People don't even know that. We filmed a whole season and it never got to air because Jag sabotaged everything. So after that,
hold on. Do you think she sabotages herself on purpose?
Oh, absolutely. She's a self-sabotager. Yeah.
Well, why would a person do that?
Because she's a narcissist and that's what they do. She made promises to a lot of people that she was going to, pay them all this big money. She did that to the girl that was her executive assistant. That's why they fell out. My contract was with BB Films, so Jag never promised me anything. I actually ended up getting paid majority of my money, but Jag sabotaged the whole deal to the fact where John got mad, and then there was the whole thing where, and I will honestly say this, Jag started threatening me, threatening my job, come to my job. I got an order of protection against her. I got an FBI report for cyberbullying against her, and I aired that on somebody's platform. And I tried to scratch out the address, and that's how the address got leaked. I accidentally doxed her, and it was not on purpose. And I will say that I apologize to John for that, because that's when all the trolls start harassing, sending the police and everything to the address over there. I did not black out the address good enough, and I admitted that. And listen, I'm accountable. I lost my job with BB Films because of that. So I'm accountable for my part that I played in there. But I was so upset with Jag. So I sent those paperwork to her judge, her attorney, and everything, because Jag went on her platform, started doing a smear campaign against me, telling a bunch of lies on me. I gave Jag probably 30 or 40 outfits, my sister and I, jewelry, everything. She burned it.
Wow.
She's so hateful and manipulative that everybody that has tried to help her, she has done nothing but backstab them. When she went to jail and her mom and her son was stuck in that hotel in Orleans, I was communicating with her mother. I paid the hotel fare for her and to stay another night until her family could get to her. When her son was getting transferred on a Greyhound to go to Atlanta with family, I put money in his pocket. I was a friend to Jag, and my friendship for me extends that, hey, if I got a friend that is that can't help their family, is in a need, like she was in jail and her family, her mom and son was stuck, and I extended my friendship because of her to them. Right? So all of that she took for granted. She took all that for granted. I tried to get
the pattern is use you till she doesn't need you anymore. And then because she, like with me, I just woke up and she was making videos about me. I was like, what?
Yeah. And I remember that. I remember what she did to you, and I remember what she did to Nosy. I was watching everything. And you and I actually share a common person in Vegas. I've been knowing her for a long time, and that's Odell comedian. That's my girl. So Yeah,
Look,
that's my
you're
girl.
loyal. I'm loyal. We got to be friends just because of that. Because I'm not
Yeah,
two-faced. So what
yeah.
else did you do? So keep going. So you lost your job.
Yep. Damn.
Yeah, I lost my job with BB Films, not my main
Okay.
job.
Oh, okay.
I lost the job with BB Films. I was accountable for that. I apologized to John profusely for accidentally leaking the address, but I had to give the address to the FBI and to law enforcement. I still have the video recordings right today of Jaguar calling my phone because I stopped answering her calls, and she was threatening me, threatening to come to my job, threatening me bodily harm. And that was the reason why I was able to get the order of protection. So when people say, well, why did you do this to Jag? And but see, they don't know on the other end what she was doing to me. It's for the reason why I had to do what I had to do. And she got mad all because after she sabotaged her own podcast, I broke the friendship off because I saw how she moved, how toxic she was, and I backed off from the friendship. And when I did that, she went all in on me.
Same thing with me. Same thing with Nosy. When you get tired of the shit show, she gets mad.
Yeah, and if you don't lie for her, if you don't take up for her, and if you don't follow her narrative or whatever it is she's trying to do, whether she's trying to spew venom or vitriol on other people, she would get mad at me because when I would come on YouTube and things of that nature, that I wouldn't go with her to bully and talk bad and badmouth everybody. That's why everybody that knows me on these YouTube streets, when I did leave Jag, they knew that they didn't give me vitriol because they knew I never did that with her. I never went on people's platforms and bullied and made fun of people or nothing. She knew that was not my thing, and she would get mad because I wouldn't jump on that gravy train with her and do that to people. I said, these are people that never done anything to me. Some of these people were content creators that I actually was supporting and was a subscriber of before I met you, Jag. So why would I do that?
She wanted me to do the same thing to Storm.
Yeah. And that's what she wanted Essie to do. Essie Berry to do is to lie with her on Storm and go against Storm. And when Essie Berry refused, it's the same track record. It's the same. It's the same behavior.
Okay, what do you think? Why do you think? Because we talked about this earlier, and I want to know from another woman. Why does her audience believe every word? Don't they see what she's doing to other people? Or is it a case until it happens to you, you don't see it?
It's both, like those both things can be right at the same time, right? So like Jag is a victim. A lot of victims trauma bond with her based off of that alone. Then secondly, you just got people on YouTube that likes the bullshit. They know Jag is a liar. They know she's full of crap. They know and we have watched what she's done to people, and they still get along with that gang, right? They're part of that. And then you got people that don't know exactly all she's done to other people, because there is many sides to Jag. So when she went into the mental institution in Dallas, Texas, and my brother has a friend that works at Parkland where she was. And I would never expose this person. This person, other than what Goomba said, I already knew Jag's situation. I already knew she was on lithium. I would always tell her when we hung out, you take your medicine today, Jag? She said, no, it makes me itch and things. I said, well, Jag, you still got to take your medicine. Because I could tell when she was spiraling out. She tried to spiral out when we went to look at the car that blew up. And I looked at her and she was about to go live. I was like, not today. Not with me. We're not doing this.
You seen the car? Was it blown up?
Yes, it was blown up. But Jag was the mastermind behind that. And unfortunately, as much as I love Goomba, unfortunately, Goomba fell into that because that was his wife and he loved her, but he fell into the web of deception too and became a part of the problem along with her. And he knows. I've talked to him about that. I've told him that. We still talk right now. I was so happy when he finally got away from that.
What happened? Did Goomba just wake up one day and leave? Do you know the story? What ended that marriage?
No, it was because of all the stuff that Jag was doing to him. Like when I told you when they were here in Arizona, they was all at the studio with these people and they was doing what they was doing, drinking, getting high, doing that other stuff. And Jag kissed this girl live and it went viral. And Goomba got mad, and that's what started that whole situation. But the plot and the mastermind behind the whole car bombing was Jaguar Wright's doing. And it's just unfortunate that she gets people tangled up in her web of deceit. And unfortunately, Goomba was her husband that acquiesced to it.
Tulsa wants to come up. I don't know what y'all got going on, but you're my guest.
I'm just focused on the content. I'm not really interested in
everything okay?
Tag. If Tulsa has any issue with me, I apologize. And I'm not willing to relitigate, talk about it. We can just move forward and be cordial on other people's platform. Don't use Sharrell's World, who has the best platform on a Black YouTube, as a backdoor way to like do some stuff. Like I'm not on that type of time anymore.
All right, really Tulsa, let's I don't know what you and Denat got going on, but let's just hear about Jag. Hi, Tulsa.
Yes.
There's nothing going on, just to clear the air. I'm here to report live in the field. I have an exclusive with Jaguar Wright and her current boyfriend, Odell. They sent me a story. They wanted me to put it out. I was going to work with Essie Berry on that, but if anybody's interested in hearing about the story, just let me know. But I have documentation to where she and he are trying to take down his soon-to-be ex-wife. And it got so egregious. I have phone numbers. I mean, I don't have anything to lie about. I was very close with Jaguar Wright. I know the ins and outs. I do understand now that she does do this. If it does not align with what she has going on, she's not for it. And that's the reason why we kind of separated, because I wasn't going to lie. But I do have a truth that I do want to tell soon.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Tulsa. I'm going to drop you.
All right. Thank you. Have a great day.
All right. Happy holidays.
That seems to be the pattern, y'all, is that she nice to you when she needs something, and then when she feels like she doesn't need you anymore, and if you don't lie for her, then all of a sudden comes the smear campaign. So Patrice, what is your relationship stand with her today? Did y'all just quit talking completely?
Yeah, I cut her off. Jag is the type of person I eventually had to block her because she would call me with the harassing threats. And here in the state of Arizona, all you need is 2 incidents that you can qualify to get the order of protection. And because of the type of job I have in the school system, it's also a government job. So I'm licensed. I have special license to carry and things of that nature. So I have to protect my job, right? And so I did it. I went through the correct legal channels, for that process to happen. And so I sent them that information on her. And that's the same information that I sent to her judge and to her attorney and so they would go out to where she was staying in Vegas, but they never was able to serve her. That was the problem because she was always bouncing them. Exactly. And now so when she violated her bond, that's when I was able to take my name off her bond as a reference. I couldn't do it until she violated it. And once she violated it, I had my name removed off of her bond. So what
did she do to violate it?
When she's not showing up in court and they put the warrant for her arrest, which is what's going on now.
Everybody seems to say different things about Goomba. What is your take on Goomba?
I think Goomba was a very vulnerable man that had his own mental issues, dealing with as a veteran, and falling in love and actually getting fooled and tricked by Jag as well, and then falling into her web of deceit and lies. And then he became this person that was ugly, at times people. But I saw that he had a soul. I saw that he had a conscience. Goomba would call me 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning crying about Jag. When that whole situation happened, it was me and 2 other content creators on the phone when Jag sent the police to that man's house and they almost unalived him.
Ooh.
So
Well, I have a direct, as far as content creation, relationship with him, and it's not the same. He is just as diabolical as Jag. Jaguar Wright has said that if she ever go down, whether it's jail, the loony bin, that she's gonna tell where his bodies are buried out in the desert. They both committed insurance fraud in that car. He is just as guilty and complicit. And as far as the fallout, the white girl didn't want none of Goomba. Said he was too much of a simp, and Jag kissed and laid up with her, and he was jealous because of that, I guess. But
wait, what?
wait, what? This is the first me hearing this.
Yeah, the white girl said he was a simp. Said he was finna cry like Drake over the coochie. The girl at the studio.
Oh,
she said Goomba was a simp, and he wasn't man enough for her. And Jag, she the dominatrix. She put it down on the white girl. And he got jealous.
She made out with the white girl, or
made out. That's the least of the. That's the
thing that went viral.
I mean, so that okay. Now
they made a whole OnlyFans tape. Is out there somewhere?
I know the kiss went viral. I don't know anything else about the other stuff, but I do know Goomba got mad. I do know that. But I'm not saying Goomba is innocent here. I'm saying that I know he got caught up and started doing things that, with her that he should not have been doing. Now, if they ever be charged or whatever with the car situation, then they both will probably be in trouble and go down for that. I don't know what's on record for that as far as that insurance fraud and all that other stuff. I'm not sure about that because I didn't check.
Criminal ring, ain't it? Damn. Go ahead, Perry. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
I was saying, is that the same incident on their anniversary? Because she go live about everything. And the night before that, she said Goomba got mad, took off in the car because they was at a bar. She was celebrating their anniversary. And she went out there and was tonguing some girl down and just to getting the groove on,
Perry.
But Perry, you got to do the timeline right. The car they had was already a piece of shit. Jag had got banned from the airport. Goomba was higher than the Kuna Brian. That nigga drove from Texas to Chicago to pick up at the airport and back. So by the time they got back to Texas, the car was a lemon. Oh. That's why they blew that bitch up. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's the timeline. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah. So it was.
How come the public don't even take that into consideration? Her fans, when the last time you had a car to blow up? Like all of these extra over the top things, and they just believe her. I don't think I know one person whose car just blew up.
Exactly. And she blamed all of it on Goomba, but she was the mastermind behind it.
They only really believe it, Sharrell. I mean, all the other stories is because when Jag come out and say, I'm for the victim, if you go against them, they think you're against the victim.
Right.
Jag is not a victim advocate. She's not a victim advocate. She's not.
Communal narcissist. That's exactly what it's called. You find a community issue that's affecting a large group of people. The broader it is, the better. Nigga, it's like dropping a TikTok ad. I'm wanting to go out there and sell this project. I got to drop it here. The broader, the better. And one thing, specifically black women, a lot of women, people have SA'd them. Let me attach myself to that.
But Denat and Patrice, I don't know, whoever want to answer. You cannot live your life like this. But she's gone through Goomba and then what was it, TJ.
Jag had about 40 niggas on YouTube this year.
Yeah,
unfortunately, if you really do your research on the narcissistic women, they use their sexuality and sex to attract whomever they want to attract. And it doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman, and most of them have some form of an addiction for the most part. And Jag is an overt malignant narcissist. She's a level 3. And reading her, having her a record read out to me by a friend of my brother's that worked at that hospital. I will never reveal her name because that was against HIPAA laws. But she is a level 3 overt malignant narcissist with psychosis She has DID, dissociative identity disorder. She has bipolar. She has PTSD. She has psychotic behaviors and features, and something else. I forget. It's a lot of stuff.
She the alphabet queen.
Get the Bible.
Yeah, it's a lot of a mental illness. So take that along
every
with
acronym,
right.
Every
So take
pronunciation.
that along with the narcissism. Level 3, people don't know, is the highest form of a narcissist that psychologists are still doing research on. That's how bad Jag is, and she fools so many people because she fooled me. She has different personalities, right? So when she's trying to impress you in that moment, she's gonna be the best thing since sliced bread, right? And then when you don't acquiesce to her program, then that's when you see that other side of her. Unfortunately, a narcissist is a personality disorder, so there's no cure for that. There's only talk therapy, psych therapy for that. But Jag won't get any of that. And if she's off her meds, she's a hot mess, which is what she seemed to be.
Yes, it seems like she is off of her meds right now. She's saying crazy stuff. Now she's acting like she don't like black people. She don't understand the most ridiculous shit.
But that hurt our soul. She don't understand that. That mess with everybody black watching this, whether they like her.
I mean, if you say you don't like black people, I'm gonna have to include myself.
And she did it on a warlike he look like Mr. Burns from The Simpsons. He on his platform out of every. I got a deep issue with that. That's why I've been going on.
Stop. Let me ask Patrice one more question. Patrice, but my true concern is her child. Do you think Sam's gonna be okay in this world?
You know, Sam he's so intelligent, right? And I try to support the young man. We talk from time to time. I know that no matter what, he still loves his mom. You know, a child and the bond that they once shared when he was younger, I'm sure he has some good memories of his mom.
But you could love your mom. You could love her and not mess with her because of her, who she is. Yeah.
And that's the decision. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Do you think he'll learn that lesson? Like, I love you, but I'm gonna have to love you from over here. Do you think he'll learn that?
That's what the conversation with he and I has had, that he has chosen to not want to be in his mom's life. And I said, I encouraged the young man to, since he's so good at speaking, he's good at writing, he's good at art. I encouraged him to not just tell his story on social media, but I encouraged him to write a book and tell what it's like growing up with a narcissistic parent that is also mentally ill. I think from a child's perspective and all the memories he would be a great candidate for that. So I'm hoping that he's on that trajectory, and it absolutely affects, like for Jag to have told her oldest son what she told him days before he was unalived was absolutely unforgivable.
Wow.
It was pathetic.
What did she
It was pathetic. What she told him.
I don't want to hear it.
Yeah. Well, you know what she wished him. She wished him what happened to him.
She said she hoped he was dead.
Ooh.
Listen.
And you know, it was all about her mama check. And that's another thing. When Jag went to jail, Goomba was spending Mama Francis' check on some white prostitutes in Delray Beach, Florida. And we thought he had an interview with Tasha K.
What?
Yeah, he spent Mama Francis' money. We ain't never gonna let you forget about that. So for y'all, you know, I know a lot of y'all women attracted to him. And you remember I did For the Love of Goomba. Sharrell, they said you were supposed to be a contestant.
Oh, Lord.
I can't not. But he did not know what he's talking about.
Goomba innocent. He's a demon too.
Wow. I mean,
what are your thoughts on Odell? Denot?
Odell, he is a body boy. Every time he threatened me, you could just hear him smiling like he ain't about none of that life.
Right.
Yeah.
Every time he talk about me, his underwear get tighter and tighter. And then Perry told me he threatened to pull up on him on Vegas. How you gonna? You ain't got no gas money. How you gonna get to Vegas to fight somebody?
And see, that's the part you want to believe. He always running around like this, or whatever that's supposed to mean. Like he always want to call himself a gangster.
Right.
And you the king of tech. what gangster end up with a loser like Jaguar? It just don't make sense. So I call him, I don't know, what's his name? Elroy?
Odell Perry.
Because I'm sort of
call him Old Dusty.
He got in my inbox the other day and took up a couple of hours. And then we supposed to had a meet and greet yesterday. And
no, let me see. He said he wanted to come to Vegas to lay hands on Perry, and we knew he was lying.
So he ain't even got no gas money, no money to eat on the side of the road either.
Let me ask about this. Let me bring up Toria. Hold on. Toria, sound off.
She on mute.
You're on mute, Toria.
Sorry about that. Hey, Perry. Hey, Sharrell. Hey, Donat. Hey, OG. I miss you.
Hi, Toria. How are you?
Good, sweetheart.
Good.
Sharrell, that girl did so much to her son. I feel so bad for Sam. He's so smart. He's really intelligent. And I'm glad he went with his father, because if he didn't, Lord knows where that child would have ended up.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
She ain't no mother. And, you know, being a parent that lost a child to murder, I thought I could talk to Jag when we was back on Nosey's channel and stuff. But you can't talk to that woman. She is just them drugs, and her mind, and her mind is so warped because she never made it. And that's why she talks so bad about all these stars that made it, because she never made it.
Yep.
And she has to have attention. She craves this attention. She uses sex as attention too. That's why she had like 40 men this year, all Johnny Popcorns. That's what she calls her tricks, Johnny Popcorns.
She sure did.
And it was something. And what she did to that poor man that drove from Vegas to Texas to get her from that hotel and take her down to that job with BB Films. Sharrell, the way she threw herself on that man, she never even knew that man. She was undressing in the car going down to Vegas with a stranger she never met in her life, and then got mad at the man because he turned her down.
Oh yeah, she when he turned her down, she did a smear campaign on him, and all the while we were working together on her podcast, she was making it very difficult for him, all because he turned her down. Then Jag had not been to Vegas in a week, and she had slept with 3 guys in BB.
Okay, so let me ask y'all this. I know y'all keep saying it like she's this attractive person like that.
No, Jag told me she used Grindr to get her men.
Is she paying for it?
Use her sexuality. She throw herself on men is what she does.
Oh, I know, but not all men are
attracted to her.
Even with a
yeah, because the one that went to get her name is Chris, and he damn sure wasn't attracted to her, and she didn't like that. She gave that man hell. He was our co-host on her podcast, and she gave him hell the whole time we worked together.
Damn.
All because he told her no.
Sure did.
Well, listen, this is what I'm going to do.
She uses the same script with everybody and just changes the names. Like, if you don't do what she wants, you're a whore. If you're a man, you're gay. You gave her a disease, or she's pregnant by him. That's the first thing she says when they break up. She's going to have a baby.
Right. You're right. The thing she accused you of is actually the thing she's doing.
Damn.
Sharrell, you know she gone ever since she knew that I knew Mariah Carey. She said I stole Mariah Carey's silverware. Come on now. You know that woman crazy.
Okay, so listen, this is what I'm doing. I feel that Jag needs mental help right now. So I'm actively working on getting her back to jail. And there's a
yep.
I'll do another video.
I told Perry, anything you guys need from me to help, let me know.
Can you DM me so I can have a contact number to you.
Sure.
And
Are you under Sharrell World on Instagram?
Yeah.
yes,
Okay.
it's a process, and you know, I'm gonna include, you know, if y'all want to come up and talk after she gets arrested, she's going to get arrested, and you can only hide for so long. And I'm doing this because you are out of control. You are acting like the days when you put your dead son ashes on your face, and I'm not about exploiting you. You need help. You need to
That
do
triggered
better.
me so bad when she did that.
Well, no,
You need your son. Do better. You're high as a kite. Now you go over there with another person who loves all that stuff. You just you need help. And if anybody that's not trying to help you, they're not your friends. So we're all gonna reconvene on the day that it's happening.
Oh, Dusty's Sharrell. Oh, Dusty's wife has a what do you call them things where she can't say nothing about her. His wife, she can't go near her or anything.
Protective
His
order.
wife
like
got
a
an
gag
order of
order?
protection.
A gag order or
So you, Toria, you know Odell's last name?
Wolfgang something.
Don't say it. That's his name. I thought that was a joke.
Right.
Okay, so
No.
I don't, Odell, that's what I'm going to call you because everybody calls you that. I don't know what kind of sick bastard you are, but you know that woman needs help, and you are using her to her core because you're lazy and you don't have a job. I don't know how you would show your face in public. You are lazy. What man depends on the woman? My husband take care of me for 20 years. I never had a job for 20 years. You're no man. And if you dream about coming to my house and messing with Perry, you don't know who I am. I have boys, I have cousins. Try it. Try it. And your
in
ass
California has stand your ground. You come to my house, I'm gonna shoot you from my balcony, and that's a promise,
come to
not
my
a threat.
house, and your ass gonna be limping home. I don't take kindly.
He
to
ain't gonna
threats.
make it home. I'm gonna be the soldier boy. I'm gonna take a body, and everybody gonna be like, "Oh, they're gonna deny."
I don't take kindly to the threats. You're just a dumb ass ninja, and you know what? I'm not playing with you. Threaten my husband again and see what happens.
Well, yeah.
Ooh, not you pulling up like Beyonce did.
Look.
50 Cent.
Was this?
Well, y'all know my history. Ain't nobody playing
Perry
with you.
get away with it. All Perry's got to do is say he had a PTSD flashback. That's all.
Well, yeah, no. I mean, see,
Oh,
I'm covered. But
Dusty better leave Perry
I have
alone.
a son that's a boxer. Show up. Show up at my house.
What happens is me to go at him and play the game. Yeah, I'll meet you tomorrow. We gonna fight. I don't really fight. I just defend.
I don't fight because I don't
That's
need
the
to.
best. The people that defend are the best fighter because you fight for something to lose. You defend it.
All I gotta do is do one signal.
they ain't gonna bust a grape. Y'all
And I
already.
tell people if I black out,
If
I'm
he didn't
not
meet you,
responsible.
Perry, he didn't meet you, he ain't gonna bust a grape.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, the best he can do is get a pacifier and go and put on one of Jack's Pampers and lay his ass down.
He look nasty. He look like one of them black people that catch lice.
Odell, okay, you want to play? Let's play. You're pitiful father. Poor excuse for a man. They saying you left your wife for a dusty ass Jag who you don't know how she gonna act any day of the week because she high or she just decides that she wants attention or she has another mental breakdown. You left your woman for a
Tell
nut
me this.
job.
I've heard that he put hands on her. Is that true?
That's what I'm hearing. But he better wake up.
I bet like his dick and balls right now with fucking.
I dare him to not even put a finger on me, just to say you're gonna put a finger on me.
Wait, he threatened
He
you?
like sending out fake cease and desist letters.
Oh, okay.
Like y'all need to. Ain't nobody playing.
He threatened Perry. He ain't gonna do nothing. He just be talking over the phone. That nigga don't do nothing.
I gotta go.
Jack told me he don't do nothing but eat cereal all day.
Damn. With no milk.
And let her do what she want. She go walking all around that barbershop and stuff
eat real
out there in
food.
California.
That nigga soft as a plush doll.
At the rate Jag is going, if she doesn't get the help, she's going to die all alone. She's going to die from her ailments, or she's going to die.
She is not going to get old. Get old is a blessing. I keep trying to tell people that.
Or he's going to, have one of them, episodes of where she takes too much of the stuff, and she's going to end it all. Because when she had first met Goomba in Texas, she was contemplating ending it.
Now we got to get her some help. We got to get her some help. Because somebody also
That's
said
how
that
they got together. That's how they got together. They both was in that same situation, and they trauma bonded on that.
Trauma bonding.
Mm-hmm.
Jack, ain't nobody messing with you. We're trying to help you. You are out of control yet again. So be assured that I am, every day that I wake up until you get locked up again, that's what I'm doing every morning. You need help. You need help. You walk away from your own child.
We had her in jail. We had her in jail, but that damn real life street stars messed it all up and got her a lawyer that would do a pro bono, and she slipped right out the door with a warrant.
And you know what?
Slipped right out the door with a warrant.
You know, the people at real life street stars, they are not like us. They are exploiters. Yep. I feel like they got Jag out of jail and she owed them loyalty. They've exploited everything about her. They can't grow. They can't get no numbers. I feel like those men at real life street stars who happen to be Nigerians, I feel like they're gonna make her the new Mo 3 before they get her.
I heard they weren't messing with Jag anymore. That's what I heard.
She was they just put out something with her on it.
But was it a rerun?
No, but it looked new.
Rerun, but what kind of integrity do you have to rerun a pack of lies that you know is straight lies, man?
Exactly.
I got
a house full of people. Please contact me, Patrice.
I will.
We'll keep everybody on this panel involved in what's going on, because we're not the public. They don't know. They don't know, but we know.
They don't have
a wonderful holiday, Sharrell and Prairie, with your family and your grandkids.
And just because I'm talking about Jag, I'm not done with you, Atwood. You lied. You lied.
Mr. Burns.
I don't care. If you want, I don't care about you. I don't know you. You could jump off a bridge for all I care, but I know a liar when I see one. But I'm helping Jag.
Wait a minute, Sharrell. I heard he was a pedo, like.
Yeah,
is that true?
I have enough information. I'm waiting on the records from prison for them to tell me there's no records.
And I'm hearing something with him went on here in Arizona at Maricopa County.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in Arizona. When they said Maricopa County, I was like, okay, what's up with that? There's supposed to be something on him here in Arizona.
But what I do know about that, what he play a commercial where his child is on his lap, the little boy look like he's trying to get away, and he keep putting him in the center of his lap. Yes, like he.
Now, word on the street, my resources told me
to the woman.
My resources told me.
I gotta wrap this up because I got a house full of people. It is the holidays.
Okay. Happy holidays to everybody on the panel.
Get in touch with me, Patrice.
I will.
Got your number, Dana, and I got your number, Toria, and we need a part 2. But right now, everybody, please have a very, very Merry Christmas. Now that this is done, I'm back to enjoying this time of year. So,
same to you and yours. All right. Bye, everybody.
Tell your mom I asked for, and y'all have a good Christmas out there.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
Right. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Everybody. Well, after saying happy holidays, let me go.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks. Don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No. Fuck this shit, I'm out. All right then. I don't know what the fuck just happened.